Hey everybody, it's Adam. It's Fat to Chubby. It's Monday. It's 9 o'clock Central Time ish. And here we go. Another video. So today I really want to talk about find what works for you. So to be successful in this journey, one thing that I figured out for me and just talking with a bunch of other people is that you have to put in the work for you, right? You have to understand you and you really need to figure it out for yourself. So a lot of times I tell people when they come to me and they have a lot of questions, what should I do? How should I do it? And I said, stop. The first thing you need to do is go see your doctor and get a physical. Now, I know I promote my doctor with Dr. Desai and Waywell MD a lot, but it was life changing for me. So there's that. Why would I not, be a fanboy of that program and everything I did there? But the whole point of me telling you to get a physical is because a lot of times you're a stubborn ass like myself, and I didn't have one for 10 years. So you need to go get a physical first off and do all the blood work and make sure your heart is healthy. Make sure you understand everything that's going on internally for you so that you can now understand all of your underlying conditions, everything that's going on with you, and everything that you need to work on, right? It's like getting a head start before you even started. So a lot of times I know before I've tried and tried and tried to lose weight, but I didn't realize that my triglycerides were super high, and I didn't realize how low my testosterone was. And that's a recipe for like, yeah, buddy, you're not going to lose any weight. So you have to find out what's going to work for you. You have to find those things out for you, and it can be scary. It is. It was for me. So that being said, so when people ask me how to get started, usually it's what's the best diet? What are your thoughts on this workout program? How do I do this? How do I do that? And unfortunately, there's not a one size fits all solution. Well, except for like one thing. I'd say the whole calories in versus calories out thing is real. I mean, that you have to follow that. You have to be burning more than you're taking in to be successful, right? You have to lose weight that way. Just basic math and basic science. But you can't go around be eating a bunch of crap and junk foods and, oh, yeah, I stayed under 2,000 calories, but I had a bunch of cookies and Snickers bars. But technically you can do that, but it's going to be a lot more in your favor if you take the time to do the research on your body type, even your genetic history, your family history, find out what you're kind of up against there, and really just kind of plan out your meals and really embrace what's going to work for you, and really kind of adhere to those kind of diets. Because if you, yeah, you could eat 2,000 calories worth of Snickers bars every day, and I could eat, lean meats, and good fats and vegetables and fruits, and we can see who's going to lose weight faster and be healthier and not get diabetes if you don't already have it, or have a stroke from all that. I mean, that just is what it is, right? So the second thing I tell people after the physical and after I tell them the calories in, calories out, and then there's not a one size fits all, what works for me isn't going to necessarily work for you. Again, you have to find out what is going to work for you, right? So for me, I always started off in a caloric deficit. That one would probably work for you. I get up early, I did a fasted workout, I try to do intermittent fasting. Those things definitely do work, especially for me in the position I was in, but they're not going to work for everyone. And sometimes I don't recommend them for everyone. Like if you're one of those people that get up and you have to immediately eat something, yeah, it's going to really suck for you. It's going to be a real big challenge, and you probably don't want to do that right off the bat. So in order to find out what works for you, first off, you have to find something that you're going to like, that you're going to stick to. You have to find something that it's going to be a plan that you can easily keep to and you're going to want to keep to. You have to find a plan that's going to be sustainable, right? I know that in previous attempts for dieting for me and life-changing and fat loss, I went like super mega clean and started eating all these foods I don't normally eat, and it wasn't fun. And I fell off the wagon really quick, where I didn't allow myself cheat days, and then I'd crash and burn after a week or two, and I'd end up in a pile of wrappers and of like fast food places and candy and ice cream. But so you have to find a plan you can and want to stick to. You have to find a plan that you can easily keep to, right? It's not going to put you out of your way. You don't have to spend a whole Sunday meal planning. It works for somebody, some people, not for me. You have to make sure it's sustainable. Make sure it's going to make you feel good, because we all know that food makes you feel good, because it does for me. And like Luke said last night on the Trimming the Fat podcast, which should be out today, by the way. Another shameless plug. For him, food was his buddy, and I totally related to that. If times are good, there's food. If times are bad, there's food. And for me, it was food and alcohol. But so stick to it. Make sure it's easy. Make sure it's sustainable, and go slow. Go slow. It's just like teaching a child to eat. You don't just have a baby with 4 teeth and say, okay, here's a cheeseburger and go. You have to slowly introduce different foods, just like in this journey, you have to slowly take away different foods, right? Like if you drink a lot of soda, or pop or Coke or whatever you want to call it, you have to slowly ramp off that. You can't just quit cold turkey or your body's going to freak out. You can't just cut everything out and expect to be successful with it. You have to go slow and take your time and relearn yourself and reteach yourself how to eat right and understand foods. And you can't just hit a switch and expect to lose. Okay, I lost 50 pounds this week, and I'm going to run a marathon next Tuesday. You have to ease into it, just like you have to ease into eating a whole sleeve of cookies. So that's all I got for today. Have a great week. This is Adam for Fat to Chubby, reminding you to get up and move, take one step at a time, and you are the magic pill. Take care.